So I know you're probably trying to kick off 2026 with a little less toxicity in your life, but I can't help it. I have got to ask this question. In your opinion, who is the most unappealing game developer working today? What game studio seems so gross and unappealing that you refuse to try any and all of their games, even in genres that you might be interested in? So surprisingly, two game developers actually came to my mind for similar reasons. The first being Riot, mostly because they have a shady and shitty history, and I just don't want to support the team that has allowed such abuse to exist in their studio. Maybe they've turned things around since their allegations and news stories came to light, but to be honest, that ship has kind of sailed for me. It also helps that I have absolutely no interest in playing MOBAs or Counter-Strike 2 clones. I also think their fighting game looks like garbage, but that seems like the type of crappy game that anyone could have made. Now, the other game studio that I find completely unappealing for similar reasons is Quantic Dream. Studio head David Cage just seems like an absolute asshole, and why would I ever want to give him my money? But the other thing that's so unappealing about Quantic Dreams is that their style of adventure games is done better by other studios. With the exception of that crappy Dead by Daylight single-player adventure game that no one was asking for, pound for pound, Supermassive Games makes better third-person adventure games than Quantic Dreams ever could. So it's hard for me to imagine a scenario where I feel comfortable giving Quantic Dreams my money for a subpar experience that other devs do better. Now, those are just my examples, and I could probably think of a few more, but in your opinion, who are some of the most unappealing game developers out there today that could probably never convince you to play their games?